Welcome everyone. So basically this video is for returning players or players who just restarted and do not know anything about Kal and how it is in 2024. So if you're an experienced player who is playing on a daily basis, I guess you can skip this video. But for others who need some guidance, well, I hope this video will help you. So basically this video will contain several parts. It's small class overview and how to choose a class. Second part is how to start each class. Then where to level at each level until like level 91. And some tips about some features of the game. Which might help you along the way. Please keep in mind, like, I'm not a professional YouTuber or something. I'm just making this to help some people because recently a lot of players are returning and we got questions and people are already annoyed to answer them repetitively every day to different people. So just hopefully it will help. Maybe some people in comments will be able to add something more just to help out the newcomers. So I guess the first part which we should cover is choosing the class which you want to play right now and how do chars actually stand one in front of the other in terms of PvE and PvP. So if we will be speaking about this update, it changed everything. Basically, now purple mobs give nothing and you have to focus basically on the class you actually want to play and you actually like. If you check like top 100, you will see that pretty much all the classes are balanced. You won't see that it's dominated by one or other class and that you can basically pick any class you like. But there of course are buts in this place. If we take classes such as Sword Trickster, you will see that there are just several players on the ranking. The main reason behind it, it's actually the char is pretty weak early on and pretty weak and slow killing later on. Yes, of course you can play it and you will have a good time with it. It has cheap items, etc. But overall, if you're going for top 100 or you just want to have a good time, easy time, I wouldn't recommend going for Trickster, and I'd focus on other 5 classes. So maybe let's go over each class. Right now, Knights. So Gauss or Generals. Gauss is basically an amazing character. It has multiple stages of power up, shouts, etc. All the cooldowns are minimal, and basically it's a good character if you are not planning to invest a lot of money into the game, because using Berserk and Shout you can have a decent power up to compete with other classes with much higher gears than yours. Of course, in the late game, if you're not investing money, you will have a downfall in power. But overall, if you compare a fully geared out Gauss versus any other class, they can actually compete pretty evenly. General, General lost its value as a tank because there are no more tanking classes in this game. The defense, etc., do not work as we used to. So General is basically another attack character which kills pretty slowly and it cannot compete in terms of kill speed with God of Sword, and it isn't really needed in parties because basically the damage output is much lower than others. But it's still a viable class for people who just love the general for the nostalgic memories. Archer, both IG and Gob, are two characters which are amazing. I'd say IG is even one of the most amazing characters right now to play. One of the reasons is it has tons of AoE skills. If we will go and check the skills, basically soul explosion, virulent arrow, multiple shots, awakening skills, ultimate skills. You get so many AoE skills that is just amazing. So any of these two will work well for you. Just IG will have an easier life due to life absorption because all of the mobs hit, evasion doesn't work, and you will have an easier life killing at a higher levels just because you can refill your HP once in 20 seconds. And if you see, all the classes now have tons of HP. This is pretty naked character and it has 63,000. High guys have over 1,000,000 HP. So recovering that HP with just one skill, it's pretty amazing. Later, if we go to magicians, to people who love CGBs, the CGB is an amazing class right now. Has a lot of self heals which can heal you your full 1,000,000 HP. Also, the buffs are dominant force, like you must have your own buffer. And actually, a CGB can actually kill now. Of course, it won't be a healing class in terms of that you will join a party and be a healer, but I think if you want to play CGB just for buffs, for bless, for like self-sustaining character, it's a good choice. Ascetic is as powerful as ever, um, able to kill anywhere and anything, so it's completely not a problem. So it's a good choice for everyone who likes mages. Just keep in mind that since this big update came out in 2022, I think, mages also need an OTP and they can crit. So don't be surprised that if that your mage can miss actually. Thieves, just damn amazing class. Dark Shadows, most of the top chiefs, thieves, when we had an opportunity, we changed their jobs from UGs to Dark Shadows because it's pure powerhouse and very easy to play character. You can kill anywhere just with one press of a spin button. UG is also very fun. Of course, it won't be as easy to play as with Dark Shadow, but it's still a viable class. You can surely go for it. Shaman, basically two classes. One is Buff Shaman, which is pretty shit and pretty useless because even buffs right now do not give very great boost compared to like attack points of the classes. Like this class is 7,500 attack, and with some like G100 gears, etc., you might have like 30k damage, and Shaman buffs give you like, I don't know, 2-3,000. Of course, it's a nice buff extra, but it doesn't help you as much as it used to. So I wouldn't recommend to go as a buffer Shaman as your main char. You can make it as an extra character for yourself. And attacking Shaman is one of the most amazing classes right now for the returning players, because at level 60 you get a self-healing skill, AoE self-absorb. So basically you can stand anywhere in middle of the room, cast one skill, and you will be standing, tanking mobs, without any issues. You can kill anywhere with it, and it's just very easy for a new player to gear it up due to very inexpensive items for the class. So basically, what I would say, choose anything you like, check YouTube videos, uh, choose whatever you want, mm, play whatever you want. I chose for myself to play as NIG because visually that character is amazing, so feel free to choose anything you want. Okay, once you choose the class you want to play, one of the main things you should know, it's how to stat and skill each character. So I will start from basically statting characters. All the physical attackers basically just takes full strength. Because like if you can read here, you get a huge power up. By like level 87 you get 90% power up to your attacks. Mages, shamans have to take full intelligence. If you're making like CGB for buffs, maybe for some healing action for your main character, you could actually add everything into health just to give that mage more survivability if it has to run through mobs or something. But overall, all of the other stats like wisdom, agility are pretty useless because you will have enough OTP from gears. Absorb doesn't work as it used to, so basically you won't be absorbing much. Wisdom adds you like OTP, mana, but same as agility. It's useless. Resistance doesn't actually work right now, so also useless. So basically these three stats, and for the attacking class it's just int and etc, and maybe shaman buffer and CGB can stat into health. Okay, then killing part. Uh, let's start from the shaman. Basically, let's go through each category. In common skills, you want a Ghost Blade and Sober Judgment. Sober Judgment has to be max grade, Ghost Blade has to be, I'd say also a max grade. The rest of the skills are pretty useless. First drop change, you need a Hurricane, first grade, and Pain of Souls, first grade. It's your AoE skills, which are received at level 35 and level 41. So basically, you cast Pain of Soul, it is ticking damage, so you give a mobs like a second to receive some damage. Keep in mind this skill cannot kill, it leaves mobs with 1 HP, and Hurricane to finish the mobs off. Then you need Sober Judgment to the max grade and Seize the Opportunity to the max grade. From the second drop change, main skill is Drain Blood. It's the level 60 skill, which absorbs the HP from all of the mobs around you. And Seize the Opportunity plus Sober Judgment. These are the main skills from this, like for the attacking shaman. You might also want to take Magical Explosion if you need an extra OE damage, but I'd say don't waste your skill points. Most of the skills you won't be using, except from Drain Blood. For the buffing shaman, you will need these two first skills to the max grade, and I would say Amplification of Blood and Wave of Emperor, plus Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. In the third job change for attacking shaman, you will want to take basically all of these three skills plus Sober Judgment, seize the opportunity. Concentration Enhancement and Dodge Expert are pretty useless skills, so don't waste your skill points. For the Buff Shaman, these two skills, Soul Blow, I'd say it's pretty weak skill, but can be pretty good if you have boosted your character. So it's your choice to take it or not. You will have plenty of skill points, so consider it, but I'd say take Deadman's Hand and Ganshin Ruling instead, plus Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. From the Awaken point and Ultimate you have to take both skills for both classes, and from Awaken, Cloud Move is pretty useless, so just other two skills for both of them. Then if we'll go to Thief, so common drop change, Sober Judgment, you can take it to the max grade. Then from first drop change, Hiding plus Deep Breath, Sober Judgment, and Seize the Opportunity. Don't take anything else from here, they are now useless skills. Then for the Dark Shadow, basically you can take all of the skills except for Weapon Expert. Also take Sober Judgment, Seize the Opportunity, and keep in mind that Strong Sword is your first AoE skill as Dark Shadow. It will be active at level 56, so just don't miss out that it's AoE skill for you. So further for the Dark Shadow, you will take all of these skills. You might consider skipping Wrath of the Heaven. It's pretty useless skill, doesn't do too much damage, it's a single target. You won't actually need it until like higher levels or until you will start killing mobs one by one in some higher areas, or you'll be hunting someone. So not a really required skill. From the Awakening, Critical Strike plus Hunted, and both ultimate skills. For the Swordsman, IS, UEG, you take all of the skills except for Weapon Expert, Sober Judgment, and Seize the Opportunity. So you take these two and these four skills. From third job change for UG, Lightning Slash is a useless skill, so I wouldn't even waste skill points on it. Take Intangible Slash, Shadow Slash, so it will be these two skills will be your AoEs until Awakening, plus the Spin Attack. So you will have to live off these three skills until. Also take Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. From the Awaken part, Strike of God plus Destroying Armor. Destroying Armor will be your stun skill, and Strike of God to finish the mobs off, basically after 91. And both ultimate attacks will be needed for you. Then archers. For archers, I would suggest taking Quick Shot from Common and Sober Judgment. I wouldn't go tier 5 on Quick Shot, as damage doesn't actually change. So just take G1 Quick Shot, it will help you in early levels, as the damage is actually pretty good on this class, both for Gob and IG, to finish mobs or like to kill single target mobs. From first job change, take Chance Capture and take Blow Up Arrow. Blow Up Arrow is AoE skill. You get it at level 35 and you can already kill big lures with it, so it's a pretty good skill. Also take Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. From the second job change, let's start from Gob. You don't want to take Focus Shot, it's a useless skill right now. You will want to take Mysterious Arrow. You might consider taking Advanced Blow Up Arrow to have double AoE skills for a faster killing. E, it's a useful skill to get to places faster. Take Range Extension and Sober Judgment plus Seize the Opportunity. From third job change, take all the skills, basically, except for Search. It's a pretty useless skill. And don't take these two. plus weapon expert. So basically sober judgment, seize the opportunity, arrow silence, multiple shots, combative, arrow and sharpness. From awaken, you take all of the skills, and same from ultimate, you take both of the skills. For IG, basically you can see on the screen, you need Curse of Strength, Curse of Intelligence. These two skills are more or less for PvP, same as Loss of Confidence, it's more or less for PvP. Life Absorption, you will need to absorb HP to heal yourself. Poison Cloud is instant damage skill now, which also slows down enemies, so you can make nice lures. First you throw a Poison Cloud, stop the lure to cast other skills. Side Blockade, Buff Remover, PvP skills, so you might not need it at start. And also take Sober Judgment plus Seize the Opportunity. So third drop change, basically take these three skills: Soul Explosion, Virtual Arrow, Multiple Shots, skip Search, skip Weapon Expert, take Sober Judgments, take Seize the Opportunity, and rest you won't need. Same for Awakening, you can take it, and both skills from Ultimate. After that, let's speak about Night. So from first common job change, you will need just Sober Judgment. Other skills are trash. From first job change, you will want increasing concentration just for few extra OTP. Vortex, it's your AoE skill for the beginning. It's not very powerful, but if you later combine on Vaga with Berserk or on general you will get a second Vortex, you will be killing with AoE pretty fast. And you will need Sober Judgment plus Seize the Opportunity. Don't take defense if you're Vaga, because it's a waste of stats. It doesn't work now for Vagas, it doesn't help anyway. Just take it if you're going for a general class. Then, second job change, powerful upward slash is useless, rush useless, brutal attack is good for single targets because it's an instant cast, it doesn't need a charge, and you can just throw brutal attacks non-stop. Swing is a good AoE damaging skill, and Berserk for a huge power-up, plus Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. On the third job change, you need Spin Slash, it will be your main damage dealing skill. Sword Dance for single kills to finish off like someone left in a lure, or for elite mobs in like open areas. Flash for some mini teleports, let's say so. Also take Sober Judgment, Seize the Opportunities. And Awakening, Hellfire plus Advanced Rush. Advanced Rush will allow you to stun AoE mobs, so you will be able to kill lures without losing HP, and both ultimate skills. For Commander, I would say take basically all of the skills except for Revival. It's pretty useless right now, so it's just up to you. For General, from the third job change, also take all the skills except from Weapon Expert and Dodge Expert. All of the other skills will be needed for you. Same for Awakening, both skills, and Ultimate, both skills. Then if we go to Mage, so if you're leveling Mage, let's say there are basically 3 paths, or 2 paths. Basically, if you're leveling a CGP, you will need Ice Magic plus Fire Magic first grade. You don't need to go higher. You will want to take Self-Heal to heal up while leveling, and Sober Judgment. Then, once you reach first drop change as CGP, take Splashy Eyes and Fire Blow to G1. It will be 2 of your AoE attacks. Take Meditation, take Speed Up. Don't take Sewer or Revival, they are useless. Take Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. Then from second job change as CGP, take Summons just first grade. And all of the other skills, basically, you want maxed out. So you will want Delirium as it's your AoE attack. Soul of Destruction you can skip because pretty useless skill. It's a single target but high damage, so but also has a cooldown, so I would skip it. From third job change, you want Blessing, Therapeutic Touch, Energy Explosion, which will become one of your most high DPS skills. Enhanced Healing, Sober Judgment, and Seize the Opportunity. Awaken, you take all of the skills, and you take both of the skills from Ultimate. For Ascetic, you also take Lightning Magic, because in future you will want to have Thunderstorms. From first job change, you also take Splashy, Fire Blow, you don't take Speed Up, you take Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. In second job change, what you want to do is get these 3 skills to grade 1, Chain Light, Ice Restriction, and Explosive Burst, to later receive these 3 storms, Thunderstorm, Ice Storm, Firestorm. Plus take Sober Judgment and Seize the Opportunity. On the third job change, what I would recommend is taking Ice Cycle, Light Arrow, Energy Explosion, and Sober Judgment plus Seize the Opportunity. And then all of the Awakening skills, and both of the ultimate skills. So that's about skilling the classes. I won't tell you how to skill the Trickster because I don't know. I do not know anything about that class, so I will not be recommending you anything in that class. Okay, so the next part is leveling. Where do you level? Basically, I'd separate the leveling part into 2 pieces. It's the rich part. It's if you're ready to invest euros to get some gears, to get some start, like to get some overall meds, etc. And you don't really care about how much it will cost, and you just want effectiveness and to make level 94 in several days. So basically, one path, and the second path is for poor. So basically, the rich part, you go to the N2, you go to the training area, which will cost you at the start 1k geodes for the level 1 char. So maybe even for the guys who do not invest euros, it would be a viable option if someone in Nauru would give you some geodes. You go to the training center, you enter, you kill there for, you set your character to kill there for like 30 minutes, which you get free, and your character will be level 19. After level 19, just go from cargo station to Guillaume or mine on foot and start killing mobs which are 6 levels above you, and you should reach level 23 by the time you get to Guillaume of mine. After that, go to from Guillaume of mine to pub. Basically, you will go to world map. Your first path has to be from cargo, this path to the gem of mine. Most of your kills will be done there after level 19. Then from gem mine, take this path to the pub, and basically just use the technique that your level plus 6 levels, that's the mobs which you want to kill. You will see their levels next to their names. And basically we'll end up leveling to 28 here in this area at the commanders and predators. After that, go to the temporary fort and make your way from temporary fort to Devil's Castle. And you're level 34 plus 35 already should be reached in the Devil Castle itself. That's like the best way to do these low levels. After 35, most classes already receive their AoE, so go to the forest outside of Temporary Fort and start making your way from here to the dungeon D1. So basically first you will kill Desirous and Guardians. Keep in mind that doggy beasts right now have same HP as masks, so don't be afraid to lure them. So Desirous plus Guardians, then you go to Monster Faces plus Pains on the Mountain. Next to this, doggy beast wants to be friends with humans. And then to the gongs and greeds a bit further. Basically just hold your path from 4th to D1 and you will like go exponentially through the levels that way. So my suggestion would be make 40 at the guardians, gongs and greeds. This way you will save a lot of meds and time. After you're 40, you go to dungeon 1 and you kill in room 1 till level 42. After you're 42, you go to room 3, or if you check this dungeon now, it's like closed room, so it's room 2 with crows and panthers, and kill there until 48. Once you're 48, go to dungeon 3. If you do not know where it is, it's outside Temporary Fort, this big area with big doors in front of it. You go there and you start going to the mobs which are 6 levels higher than you and kill there until you're level 57. With your AoEs you can make big lures and get around 1 bar per lure. I would recommend like getting into some room with beheads. That's in floor 2, floor 3, and just stick to that room and just keep killing it over and over. It will be the best time per XP per hour made for you. Once you're 57, go outside of the D2 and start killing mobs there. It should be at this area. So out of pub, you can use a teleporter to get there and kill the royal mobs which are there. Basically one lure should make you close to 1 bar of XP. Also keep in mind there is a quest at level 58 from this chief guard which gives you a G62 weapon, so it might be pretty useful for you. Once you hit 59, go to D2 H1, I'd say room 1. It's pretty decent room. Mobs vary from 63 to 65 and hit your level 62 there. It should go pretty easily. After you're 62, go to hall 2, room 2 or room 8 there. Both rooms are very good, small rooms with a lot of mobs, and just spam kill there until you're 68. Once you're 68, move back to D3, floor 4. You will see that the mobs there are like 71 plus, and start going up the D3 until you hit 75. Once you're 75, move to D5 floor 1 and make huge AoE lures there. After that, dungeon 5 floor 4 until 85 plus minutes. If you're getting bored from D5 at like 83 or something, you can move to Highlands, but it's not as effective as it would be in D5. Then at 85, you should move to Highlands, and there's one specific spot which is actually very good. It is here, like at this place. It's not very comfortable to lure, But there's a lot of mobs and you can make pretty fast lures, like 2-minute lures, to make pretty huge XP. Once you're 87, I'd say this should take you like 3 hours to hit 2 levels, maybe 4 if you're a bit slower. And then from 87 to 89, back to D5, floor 7. Most effective way, small rooms, fast lures, fast XP. And then at 89 or 90, it's choice. Either go highlands here. It's on the mountain. There is a lot of like mobs, which is level 95, so you will be receiving very much XP. Or you go to wood and get a good spot there and start killing mobs there. But just keep in mind, mobs in wood without good weapon, without G90, will be pretty hard, and without May you won't survive it. The second one is for people who do not invest their euros into the game and are starting over, would be start by doing the normal quests. Normal quests on the map looks like this. All of these signs show you that, okay, there's a quest for my level, and just keep following it. So basically, first one will be out of Naruto here. After that, you will go to this side, you will do this one, you go to cargo station, you do these ones, and go from cargo station to Geom of Mine, doing these quests. And basically, it's like a row of quests, and you just keep doing them until you reach level 35. That way you will receive some teleports, you will receive speed mats, you get some geons, you get decent XP, you will be able to farm up some money for gears, you will get some money for mats, etc. And at 35 you should be all set for normal leveling, but which will be a bit different from the guys who invest euros. So at 35 you go to forest, and same as others just hit their level 40. You will want to stay there until you get all of your accessories, that is ring, protection talisman, trinket, and necklace, to the expert, depending on your class, like expert knight necklace or archer necklace or mage. Once you got it, at 40 you go to D1 and you stay there until level 51, just to save up on mats. And at 51, you should already have enough geons to buy G56 weapon. Because right now the grades are a bit lowered, so G59, G55, G56, all can be worn at level 51. So basically buy G56, it's much cheaper, but damage is same of G59. And go to D3 for 1, 2, 3. Also keep killing mobs, but try to stay on the yellow mobs. It will be a bit slower gameplay, but you will be able to farm some drops there. You will be able to drop like G50 items, G59, which actually cost a lot on the market because of the family system, which we'll talk about later in the video. So keep grinding there until 59. After 59, you go to D2 Hall 1 and level there until around 62, 63. It's pretty much your choice until which. Once you're 62, 63, go to Forest of Elements, start farming elements for your drop change. Once you have the elements, not earlier, you have to go to another location. As we're not investing euros, we want to save up money for gears. We will go back to D3 and level there until 79. It's a bit slower, as I said earlier, but you will be able to farm a lot of G65, etc. drops and make pretty decent money. as I did this journey on myself, just try it out. I made, using this journey, around 400k key by level 90, so it allowed me to buy some decent gears. So it's a pretty good start if you're doing it this way. 7987, we go to Highlands because D5 is pretty hard to survive and pretty mat consuming. So my suggestion would be level in Highlands, killing yellow, well, maybe orange, but maximum 4 levels higher mobs until 87. Once you're 87, you go as well to D5 for 7, as it's not very meds heavy, and you will be able to play there pretty safely. And then after 89, you can go same as the rich guys, AHL or wood, and 1991 I'd say wood. But if you didn't manage to farm anything over here, I would switch these two things to both just Highlands and Highlands. Yeah, so, and I would stay there until I would farm up, because wood is very meds and gear heavy. That's like the basic principle of leveling, but there are few more things which might help you during your journey. Extra to the normal quests, these ones, there are daily quests. Every day at 0000 KST, you get this quest reset, and you see you get some Gions, a lot of XP, and you get these medals. So do these quests, especially if you're not investing euros, do them daily and do them on the multiple chars. It will help you a lot during your progress. One, it helps you with a lot of XP, and if you don't have much time to play, you can come, you do your dailies, you farm up medals, and you will level this way, and you will be able to later on use the medals to exchange, for example, for merit weapon exchange coupons or armor exchange coupons. These items later in game can be exchanged for gears such as G70, G80, G90 here in Naruto at this NPC, merit exchange, and you see like for helmets of a choice you can choose for any class you want. You can take G70s, but I'd recommend farming enough to get G90s because G70s and G80s aren't holding the price as much. So basically, dailies on multiple charters each day will allow you to get these items by the time you're level 90. Another thing which will help you progress is Infinite Tower, else called Dungeon 7. It's for characters over level 70. You can go there once a day. It costs you some Gions, not much. But you can go just once a day for Gions. For rich people who are not afraid of using euros, you can use all the pre-attempts investing jewels. It's amazing XP. For example, at level 90, if you go to D7 and you will use like XP stone, you will be making over 2 bars per one run. And basically, if you do 3 times in a row using jewels, you will make around 6 bars. And basically, there's timer. You get 20 minutes to clear all 4. You have limited number of mobs. So your goal here is to clear all the mobs. So it's one of the best ways, especially for the guys who do not have much time. You log into your character, you do this Infinite Tower. After you've done with Infinite Tower, it usually takes around you 10 minutes. You go do your dailies, and you will have some Gions made, some XP made. You will have some fun, and basically you will have by the end at least 1 bar per day made just from these 2 activities. That's basically the leveling strategy right now in Kalonline. Of course, you can take leeching services. For example, I'm able to provide you with leeching level 1 to 70 for like 100 KK, and you will have your characters in 2 days at the level you want. But if you want to just have fun, feel free to use the strategy I offered you. If you're lazy to follow this guide, you can just follow, let's say, normal mobs, normal quest lines, and just level using them. You have those quests all the way until like level 100 plus, so you can just go using them. And basically that's it. Just my recommendation, don't kill red mobs because you will be missing them, and it will be taking you much longer to kill them. And XP reward is a lot of times lower than killing orange mobs. So orange mobs are your must go to if you want a decent XP. Okay, if we speak like about new features in the game, one of the biggest features probably is family system, which is leveled through leveling all of the characters in your account. And basically you have 2 things from a family. You get the levels of a family, then you can allocate your, let's say, stats to anything you like, and have like defense increased, evasion increased, XP increased. So your goal is to have all of your chars as high as possible. So I'd say if you have a lot of time to play, or you're big geek, try to level all 5 chars within same class, so you wouldn't have to buy extra gears. So just buy one good set and use it on only 5 of your characters, and just go with it. Try to hit at least all level 91 plus to have a family of around level 200 to have full XP plus, let's say, OTP and evasion built up. That way you will be in a decent shape compared to other players, because most of the players do not invest time into their families, so it's one of the ways how you can beat them in this game. Other thing about family is items collection. These stats are for a whole family, and you have to add like tons of items here, like riding pets, items starting from G59, G55 to G80 for all the class, different pimps, etc. So basically all of your farming, if you're investing euros, you can invest all of the items you get dropped here. Just take an eye, what do you need? Because as you see, for example here, you need night items, enhanced plus 2. That is, you will need to add plus 2 talismans of defense on each of a piece to make this count and to get plus 100 attack points. Then you will need costumes. These sadly come just from the box, same as riding items. And event items, some of them are not receivable anymore. Some of them, such as 4 Guardians, can be bought here in Naruto for golden coins. Golden coins are received from Diva kills, which most of the server hunts for mysterious marbles which are needed for the Awakening quest. And speaking about gold coins, which they drop, you can also use them to get yourself a very good trinket, protection talismans, and Legacy of Heavenly King. So basically, for 10 golden coins, you take, let's say, White Tiger Alpha trinket, you get a trinket with basic stats. It will seem like, why would I waste my money on it? Because one golden coin is approximately 1.1 kk. So you will want to first make sure you have decent gears before investing into these. But in the end game, it's one of the most additive item in the game for you. Because if you check the higher tier trinket stats, well, this is Zeta 10, so it adds you 5k damage and 10k HP. And the most important part, probably from the trinket, it adds you critical chance, which is one of the stats which you want to have at 100%. So basically you want to have as maximum as possible your critical, plus you get CGB buff, which adds some more critical, and with trinket you want to have it at 100%. So all of your hits would be crits all of the time. And another item which is very useful, it is Legacy of Heavenly King. You can also purchase it in R2 for 50 gold coins. As you see, at the start it gives like 50 attack, which is trash for such money. But in the later game, when you level it up, it's again around 5k damage extra and 51k. And also you have extra slots on it where you can unlock additional stats like HP, extra damage, extra crit chance, extra crit damage, and much other. Basically any stat you can think of, you can add on it. It will be random, it would consume a lot of geons to open it, but it's really worth it. So basically you get these two and you start upgrading them. To upgrade them, you need such items which are character bound, you cannot purchase them. You can receive them from either dropping from mobs, but it's a very rare occasion, or you should join guild and join raids. To help guilds with raids, you need to farm piece of raid resources. At this NPC, you exchange 100 pieces to scrolls, then you go to your guild, into raid, you donate them, and you do raids. So once you do enough raids, you will have enough materials to upgrade your trinkets, legacies, and it can be done at these NPCs. The higher you go, the more materials you will need, so keep in mind it will be a long and annoying path. Another suggestion which I would say to you as a starting player would be join the guild. One, it's much easier to play. People are able to answer your questions. It's fun to play with others. You might find parties with same people who are also returning to call, or just the ones who want to play in parties. So basically, you want to join the guild. To the fellow Lithuanians, we're welcome to call you. If you want to join, message me, and we will be happy. We got a lot of Lithuanians playing right now. And for others, basically, joining to guild gives you extra stats as well, like melee damage, OTP, XP, HP. So it's a good extra thing to have for free, basically, just for helping other guys to start your raids. Yes. And one more little thing about some like little trick. Once you start your character, you should make other 4 classes tricksters if you're not leveling all 5 charts at the same time, because trickster always starts at level 60. So you can use it just to mm, quickly boost your family level and get few stacks extra to add into OTP, because you will need it at lower levels to hit mobs. An extra tip for you guys, Kalonline has made a good power book on its website, which consists of like of the full information of the game, like all the systems, all the gears, of how everything works, what skill does, etc., etc. And one of the good parts, there's a, for example, drop list of what items drops in which area, and recommended hunting grounds. It's from their side. I wouldn't fully agree with this lines, but maybe it will be more relevant for you instead of what I offered you. Extra one more kind reminder, like for the people who have enough euros in real life, if you're lazy to level your characters, you can buy a token of jump and make your level 1 chart into level 60 straight just for 109 jewels. It's like, I don't know, 10 euros, 15 euros, just to skip the annoying, boring, slow leveling levels. So, thank you for watching. If you got anything useful from this video, I'm very happy for it. If not, well, sorry for wasting your time. And hopefully to see you in game anytime soon.